In this episode, we leave the Garden of Eden and lazy jib sail to a manta cleaning station where we spend 2 weeks engaging with over 30 unique mantas and partner with the Manta Research Center here in French Polynesia to provide oodles of needed data. In return, we get to name 4 mantas and acquire a first-class education about these gentle giants. If you like to learn and enjoy unique animal encounters, then this episode is for you.
Okay, good morning, blown away viewers. Today's a big day because we are moving after being at the Garden of Eden anchorage here in Tikehau for about a week. Today, we're going to move from here, this is where we're at right here, all the way to an old pearl farm where on this side there are manta cleaning stations. And each morning, hopefully we will be able to snorkel with mantas. Hey, bud, you ready?
Yep. Forward. Wow, it is such a beautiful day. We're not moving very fast, but 3.5 knots is good enough to go 10 miles to the manta cleaning station. Very excited about that. My nose is starting to clear. I'm starting to feel better. I've got a bit more energy back. COVID has really kicked my butt, but I'm gonna get the better of it here this week. Looking forward to snorkeling with mantas today. We are just a few minutes away from pulling into the manta cleaning station. The manta cleaning station is on this side of the Motu. We're going to anchor on the other side of the Motu, but we'll have easy access to swim around and get to see the mantas. So far, I don't see any at the surface, but maybe when we get closer, we'll get to see some. Anchor down. We are all set in a great position. This beautiful little Motu in the middle of Tikehau used to be an active pearl farm, and though it no longer produces pearls, remnants of the farm are still visible. While the cement structure is an eyesore, it is not a threat to cruisers, unlike the eerie lines of old pearl floats that crisscross the seabed, making anchoring a bit tricky. But the challenge is worth the effort to have the luxury of living near the cleaning station and snorkeling every day with massive reef mantas. The Manta Cleaning Station is a group of bommies that host a variety of cleaner fish that remove parasites, bacteria, and leftover food stuck in the gills of fish, rays, and sharks. With almost 120 mantas living in Tikehau, the cleaning station is always busy. While it's definitely not the only one in the atoll, this one is very shallow and close to town, so every visitor is almost guaranteed to see the gentle giants. The cleaning station is very active in the morning hours because the rays plan their visit for when the cleaner fish are most active, but in the afternoon, the mantas rarely visit the drive-through spa. Manta rays visit cleaning stations daily, often after a long feeding session, and can spend hours at a time getting cleaned. The mantas in this atoll are called reef mantas, a smaller version of the oceanic mantas. Reef mantas are filter feeders, eating microscopic zooplankton found drifting in the water. Mantas are among the largest fish in the ocean, with wingspans up to 21 feet and weighing up to 2 tons. Mantas are thought to live between 50 and 70 years. On the spectrum of oceanic intelligence, manta rays fall closely behind bottlenose dolphins and orcas. Their big brains have space for more socialization, learning, and problem solving. And on average, mantas swim about 9 miles per hour, but to evade danger, they can sprint as fast as 22 miles per hour. Their greatest fear is sharks. It's another amazing morning here at the Manta cleaning station, and we've got the coolest routine. We wake up, Brown has a little coffee, grab our fins, and we head straight out there. That buoy right there marks the place where the boats go, and those boats are the ones that bring people from the village to swim with the mantas. Well, they don't come out here this early, so we get to spend about an hour, hour and a half with the mantas before the tourists come out. So we're gonna do that again this morning. We do this every morning, rinse and repeat. We've been here 5 days now, and it is just absolutely glorious. The other really fun thing we do is we swim around the entire island that's here, which is just absolutely beautiful. The animal life is just great. Of course, we always see mantas, great fish life. It's just an amazing place to have the boat. It's incredible here. We have been blessed with a lot of low wind days, which has allowed us to stay here, which is amazing. We are the only boat here in this anchorage, which is such a gift as well. No competing for any of the attention of the mantas, although there are plenty of mantas to go around, but it's just a beautiful atoll. We absolutely love Tikehau. The town is there, it's just a couple of miles, so if we need to, we can head over there. So just the convenience factor is absolutely perfect.
We had our little lizard fall off the boat. It's been with us since Guatemala. He's probably another generation or two.
I saved him!
Saved him. Good job. Come aboard. Yep, there we go. Back. Better than ever, Mr. Guatemala himself. We're gonna...
Oh man, I am so glad that today is a calm day. It's been 5 days of really strong winds. Well, not super strong, but strong enough where it was uncomfortable swimming out to the mantas. The waves were pretty high and we had to really fight. So today, to finish our time here, it's fantastic that it is so calm. It's been 2 amazing weeks here. We can't believe the interactions we've had every single day with the mantas. We've seen over 30 unique mantas. Over 120 mantas live in Tikehau. So getting to see 30 is a pretty good percentage for just 2 weeks here. And we've been working really closely with the Manta Research Center in Raiatea. They track the mantas and they depend upon people like us to take photos and send them in and tell them where we saw that particular manta. So it's been really, really fun to give them such incredible data every single day for 14 days. We've had the opportunity to name 4 mantas. What a gift to us. So we want to introduce these 4 mantas to you. The first is Hope, whose name in Tahitian is Tiatori. She is a female known since 2013 and gave birth a few months ago. This is Joy, my middle name, and Ma'ea in Tahitian. She is a female identified in 2021, but has only been seen once before, so now they know she is a Tikehau resident. This is Puraunu, Tahitian for brown. He is a male that was identified in 2012 and is seen quite often at the cleaning station. And lastly, meet Oramai, which means survivor in Tahitian. She is a female known since 2012 and has been seen a few times at the cleaning station. We want to say thank you to Manta Swim for their generosity in allowing us to name 4 of the mantas. Our favorite encounter with the mantas is definitely Otahi. He is a 9-month-old who is fun and playful and absolutely adores Brown. He has, every time he sees Brown, he swims right up to him and sticks his mouth right in front of Brown's face, and then he just hovers. It's incredible. And once he even patted him on the head with his pectoral fin, which the marine biologist at the Manta organization said she's never seen that. It's just incredible. So there's some great behavior that has occurred here that we have photographed and videoed, which is really fun for the center to be able to have that. But definitely Otahi is our favorite. I'm hoping that he will be here today to say goodbye, but who knows who we're gonna get to see today, but it doesn't really matter. In the end, we love all of them and look forward to getting in the water. We had such a great final swim with the mantas, and Otahi did show up and did give us a wonderful farewell. Oh my goodness, we are going to miss him so much. He was his normal rambunctious self, and we can always tell when he is in the cleaning station because he is the only manta doing flips and rolls and just flying around at Mach speed. He is so fun and has such boyish energy. He's also the first male to jump on the back and harass a female when he has the opportunity, so he is definitely a piece of work. I think that Otahi's curiosity is what made us fall in love with him in the first place, and when he sees us, he always comes up and hovers. It's just beyond adorable, and we really hope that he never loses that enthusiasm. One of the really interesting experiences we had was with a female called Ta'atori. On her first documented trip to the cleaning station, we noticed that she had a fishing line hanging from her cephalic fins with some heavy metal nuts on the end of the fishing line. So we wanted to help her, and Brown decided to swim back to the boat and grab a pair of scissors, and when he came back, he made an attempt to approach her and cut the fishing line, but he hesitated and she moved away. But on the next pass around that cleaning station, I was able to swim up and cut the fishing line off of her body, which of course made us really happy. It was always really highly rewarding for us to send our photos to the Manta Research Center because they would always respond within a day with the names and bios of each of the mantas that we had seen. And in that bio, they gave us a history of scars or interesting facts about the mantas. For example, if they had old shark bites or if they had propeller cuts, if they had been hit by a boat before. The marine biologist would also provide any additional observations that she saw, like fresh scars on the left pectoral fin of the manta meant that it recently mated, which is really good news because the mantas only mate and give birth every 2 to 3 years. So seeing fresh scars was a really good sign. And we learned how to tell the male from the female by looking for claspers at their pelvic fin. The males have claspers that extend beyond the pelvic fin. We also were able to identify a pregnant manta. So lots of really amazing information that we learned in the 2 weeks. It was a fantastic education plus an amazing experience for us. And we look forward to our next encounters with mantas, whether in Tikehau or at another atoll. But also we want to return to Tikehau and have another snorkel with Otahi before he grows up. We've probably spent 30 plus hours underwater with the mantas. This place is so incredibly special. It's just really hard to even put into words how unique this is. It's been life-changing. And if you come here, please take photos of the bellies of the mantas and send them to the research center. All of that information is in the show notes.
Hey, you guys, if you like mantas, just wait and stay tuned for next week when we have 1 hour of non-stop manta footage. We loved it and we're passing it on to you, and we think you're gonna love it too. See you next week.